Hello there, wonderful human. Well done for making it to day 5. In this video, we're going to be looking at how to create your own dashboard of custom AI assistants. We're going to look at how to build them in 2 different ways. So we're going to show you how to bring them into your workspace by copying a template from the chip marketplace. And I'm also going to show you how to use a page from your Notion second brain and then export that as a PDF and then bring it in as custom knowledge that you can use to build your own AI assistant that speaks in your tone of voice or is looking at a core document that you need to use in its responses. So this is really helpful for optimizing key processes or generating the kinds of deliverables that you need to build on a daily and weekly basis. So let's get into it. So the first route is to look at the marketplace. I've included a link in the email and in the description on YouTube for this. So check out the marketplace and then jump into the search bar here. I'm going to show you an example for copying a tutor into my workspace. So I want to search for tutor, and you can see if I click view more, there's a bunch of AI tutors which have been built by different people in the chip ecosystem. I'm going to click this AI tutor here, and it will allow me to test it out, try it out, and see how it works. I already know I like this one, so I'm going to click duplicate this template. Very similar to copying Notion templates. Now I have that copied into my chip workspace, and some templates are free and some are paid. So check out some templates on there and see which ones you like and see which ones you want to duplicate into your chip workspace. Going back into that tutor, I'll click the share button. And if I'm happy with the prompt, if I'm happy with the conversation starters, I could modify this for however I'd like. I'm going to click share and grab the share link. I can also do the same by clicking share in the top right here. Then I'm going to go back into my Notion setup and go to the dashboard. So I've created this dashboard. It's where I keep my free wins for the day and organize my to-dos. And I'm just going to place this in the dashboard at the top. So I'll click Command V and you'll see this pop up and click embed. That's going to bring this AI assistant into your Notion setup. And there we go. We have an AI tutor. I'm actually going to add a title for it so I can see it better. AI tutor. And I'm going to bring this underneath that title. Perfect. And I'm going to full width that. Great. Now we'll show you a second way to build a custom AI assistant using a page in your Notion setup. So I want to give it knowledge, and to give it knowledge, I need to export it as a PDF. So I'm going to go to a document that I've been working on, which is a free guide on how to make your first dollar online. In this document, I outline how to make your first dollar online using Gumroad and selling digital products. I'm going to click the settings up here and click export. Then I'm going to select PDF and click export. While that's loading, I'm going to be using this PDF as the knowledge source for a chip assistant. So once I've got that exported, I can choose where to save it. I'm going to keep it in my downloads. Perfect. So the use case I'm going to be building right now is a sort of coach for how to do that process that I've outlined in the guide. So this is really great for giving people extra support while they're going through that document. I'm going to click new chip chat. And here I have a blank application. I'm going to call this the how to make your first dollar coach. And let's say the description is supports you through the process. Great. Now I'll give it a quick logo, and I can also choose the brand color. Once I've got that set up, I actually need to train it on that document. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and click new knowledge source and give it document, and then grab from the downloads that PDF I just exported from my Notion page. Now it's got that for context, I can actually start to craft my prompt around this document. So I'm going to go into the prompt and say, we're using the right framework, which is role, instructions, parameters, and examples. I've already given it the examples. It knows what it's looking at. And now I need to give it a role. So you are a coach that supports people to build digital products that they can sell online. You have deep expertise in creating funnels, lead magnets, digital products, SaaS, productized services, and content creation. Great. So it's got some role, it's got some expertise. Now I need to give it some instructions. Start by introducing yourself as the first dollar coach by Serj. Cool. And then I'm going to say follow these instructions step by step and give it a parameter, which is make your responses concise and encouraging. Great. So now I can give it the step-by-step instructions that I'd want and make sure that it's following them to support them through the coaching process. I'm actually going to pause there and just so you get a sense of how I would set that up. would then give it the actual step-by-steps for how to coach someone through this process. I would also recommend that you start to use step-by-step prompting quite simply just by doing step 1, do this, step 2, do that, step 3, do another thing. And that will help optimize core processes. You can ask it to ask a different question at a different step and ask it to create different things at different steps, such as, summaries or the final outputs of proposal documents, or for writing up reviews of like client information or patient information if you're in a more medical field. So those kinds of things you can do in each step. And then I'm going to click share and add that to my workspace in Notion. So let's go back to my dashboard. And now I suddenly have 2 assistants in my dashboard. Embed. But I want them to be side by side. So now I'm going to create a new title here, and I'm going to duplicate it and call this one First Dollar Coach. And I'm going to grab this and make sure that there's 2 columns. And I do that by going to the end of that and looking for that blue marker, then letting go. I'm also going to need to move this tutor under here, and I'm going to move this dollar coach under here. And once I've resized everything, voila, I have 2 different assistants that are set up inside my Notion dashboard. So you can start to see how you can build your own AI assistant dashboard in your setup. You can add these into specific projects if they need to help with a specific project. You can also start to create these that generates key resources. So if you need to keep making things like a standardized document, you can create an assistant that just produces those documents, saving you time and energy, and also giving it to other team members so that they can repeat the process in an easy way. I hope that's been helpful, and I hope you get your awesome AI dashboard set up and start adding these AI assistants into the right context in your Notion second brain.